Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Take Shape 2016. My name is Doug, and this is my lovely wife, Tia.
We're excited to be with you.
Absolutely. Well, over the next few minutes, we're going to really go through what is Take Shape for Life and what is the trilogy of optimal health. For us, it started just a little over 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago now, and our life has been totally transformed, hasn't it, Tia?
Absolutely. And it was really community that we were looking for, a place to belong and really walk out our health in all aspects of our life.
Yeah, most definitely. It was a little over 5 years ago that I did the program. I lost a little over 60 pounds. And Tia, I know you lost
40 pounds.
40 pounds. And man, it's been so cool to be able to pay it forward over the last few years. And you can see a picture there right now of just some of our friends and family and health coaches just having fun together. And like Tia said a second ago, for us, we were looking for people that wanted to swim upstream and do something about their health and also have a lot of fun together and impact a lot of lives, huh, Tia?
That's right. And one by one, we have all found health collectively and lost a lot of weight and created health in all aspects of our life. So it's pretty fun.
Sure is. Well, a lot of people say, who is and what is Take Shape for Life? Well, as you can see from the pictures here, we're a community made up of moms, dads, grandmas and grandpas, physicians, doctors, gym owners, just people that are making a decision to swim upstream towards health, aren't you?
And really wanting to center their life around what matters most to them. So as you can see, this is real people living their life out, now having energy and living life to the fullest.
Yeah, most definitely. So, recently you may have seen Take Shape for Life in the news. Currently, People magazine just came out with a beautiful article with one of our clients and health coaches, Heather Patterson. And then you see different times from time to time on different news stations. But Take Shape for Life is really a comprehensive plan that seems right now to be really making a huge impact in the country's obesity crisis, isn't it, Tia?
Yeah, and it's really about teaching healthy habits on a day-to-day basis to help you achieve those goals you have for yourself.
Absolutely. So, I love this question because often people say, well, what is the trilogy of optimal health? Doug, tell me more about what do you mean by trilogy? Well, it's a balance of healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. And we're going to go through these one at a time today and really kind of self-evaluate. So we really invite you for the next few minutes to take a look at where you're at right now in your healthy body. Here in a few minutes, we'll be talking about the other categories. And so let's start there. What does it mean to be at your best physical health? So if you had to, in your head right now, think about where you're at in your healthy body. What is your current healthy body score? Sometimes to move forward in our health, we have to say, okay, where do I want to be? And that's where I encourage you to think for the next few minutes. If I could be at a healthy weight, or if I could choose optimal health, what would it look like? What do I want this year? And where do I want to take my healthy body? But then we have to come back down and go, Tia, where am I at right now? Mm-hmm. So let's think about that. Where are you at right now on a scale of 1 to 10? I know it just says 8 right there, but it's real on a scale of 1 to 10 in your healthy weight. Maybe you're at a healthy weight, but you know that your eating habits are poor, and over time it's starting to, you're starting to get fatigue, or maybe you're not sleeping all the way through the night, or maybe it's physical activity or your relaxation. And, what does that look like to you?
And it's taking those incremental steps, those baby steps each and every day to help you get to where you want to be.
Yeah, most definitely. So key elements of a healthy body are, yes, healthy weight. And we're going to talk to you about the Take Shape for Life program here in just a minute about that is going to help you reach that healthy weight. That seems to be sometimes the easiest part to you, but also throughout the journey of your health. And you're going to hear from a story here in just a minute about what can I learn to actually eat healthy? Mm-hmm. What does healthy motion look like? You're like, Doug, I haven't worked out in 10 years. I have an old weight set in my garage. I have I would like to use it, but what does that look like? Well, we can introduce the right time to start exercise, healthy sleep. Yeah. And also one of my favorite is healthy stress reduction. And you're like, that's a thing? Absolutely it is. I mean, this mind over the last 5.5 years has really increased in getting this mind healthy. And we're gonna share with you a little bit what that might look like. But first, I actually want to bring on a good friend of mine. His name is Guy, and his life has been transformed by Take Shape for Life. Guy, are you with us?
I am. And
Well, hey, Guy.
So excited to be here.
Well, what has Take Shape for Life done for you this past year?
Well, I'll tell you what, I was a walking billboard of an unhealthy person. I weighed 428 pounds and walked with a cane. If I walked anywhere, I would sit in a car when we would go shopping, and because I couldn't walk in the store and I was too proud to be in the electric wheelchair. So I went to the doctor and to have my knees looked at because the pain was so bad, and he said that I needed double knee replacement. And I said, great, let's do it. And he said, no, not a chance. I'll give you a 4 in 10 chance of surviving the surgery because you're so unhealthy. And if for some reason you were to survive it, you'll probably lose both legs, and there's about an 80% chance of that because you can't fight the fight that's needed. And I said to him, well, I can't walk, I can't do treadmill, I can't do exercise. What can I do to lose weight? And he said gastric bypass. And I knew that wasn't for me. So I literally went out to the car and bawled my eyes out. I was in so much pain because I was looking at life in a wheelchair. And I just said, Lord, you have got to show me something. And he did. One day we were at work. One day I was at the church, and I kept seeing one of our pastors go by. And I said to my wife, week after week, I said, does he look like he's lost weight? My wife was like, yeah, he's losing weight. So I asked him, what are you doing? And he shared the program with me. And I've put the plan in place. And I've learned to take those habits of health and learn to eat healthy. And, I sleep better. I have more energy than I know what to do with. I'm out in the backyard playing baseball with my kids. And I don't have my cane anymore. I don't have the knee pain that I usually have. I am excited all the time about just life. It's transforming my life. So far, I've lost 165 pounds and just changed the way my whole life is. And it has changed my whole family. My kids look forward to doing things with me. So my wife started in, and my wife started doing the program, and she's lost 65 pounds so far, over 55 inches. And my oldest son, he decided to jump on, and at the same time, he's lost 25 pounds. So, it is not only transforming my life, but my whole family. And the effect just goes across. Our neighbors are saying things, and other family members are saying things. So, you just never know what your health, how it affects other people. And I'm so thankful to have Take Shape and that it was brought into my life. And Doug and Tia, thank you so much for the opportunity to just share. It is so exciting.
Well, thank you, Guy. And, sitting here looking at these pictures, you're smiling. And I know in conversations from the past, you said, you weren't always as happy as you are now. And I tell you what, it's very evident from your pictures, isn't it, Tia?
And the ripple you're now passing on to the next generation is what is so powerful to me.
And that's one thing, Guy. You recently decided to pay it forward, and now you're helping other people, coach other people on the plan. Is that right?
That's right. That's right. And
congratulations. What a great move. And thank you so much for sharing your story.
I appreciate the invitation.
Absolutely. So you might be thinking, wow, could I do what Guy has done? Could I do what Doug and Tia have done? Absolutely. We have an optimal weight 5-in-1 plan, which is what most of our clients get started on. And, the advantage of that is you're going to be losing weight quickly. And here's how simple it is. You're going to be eating 6 times a day, once every 2 to 3 hours. And some of you guys I know were just like, the first time I heard about the program, I'm like, hold on, you're saying I get to eat all the time? And I'm like, yeah, well, because I kind of look at it like, and Take Shape for Life says, well, why don't we take what we're already good at? We all are pretty good eaters. Well, why don't we just do it the right way and learn balance through the process so we're able to eat continuously? So what we do is we have lots of different meals made up different bars, different shakes, different, yes, even brownies. They're all wonderful meal replacements. In fact, 70 different ones to choose from that you can be eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. And then along with that, you're able to choose one lean and green meal. And that's one of my favorites,
Yep.
Tia, because it's actually taught us to eat healthy, hasn't it?
As a family, and learning portions and how to, what your plate should look like with healthy protein and vegetables. And what's wonderful about the 5-in-1 plan is it creates a fat burning state in your body. So you're feeling full and satisfied, and you're, losing that weight and getting to where you want and desire to be. And what is the best thing is literally you grab and go. As a busy mom of 2 toddlers, when I did the program, this was essential for me. I needed something that was easy and doable and on the go.
Yeah, we needed something very simple. And if you want simple, this was it. And I can't believe I didn't tell this earlier, but I held out for a long time. I'm someone who kind of resists structure. And I was like, a structured meal plan. And I didn't even have a clue what that would do and really do for me. Is that something that I needed that I could follow? And the cool part was after 2 or 3 days on the plan, I had increased energy and my hunger had went down some, and I just felt great. And the best part was seeing results.
That's right. Well, maybe you're someone that is, at a healthy weight or looking to optimize your health. We have the 3-in-3 plan that is really setting you up for fueling your body every 2.5 to 3 hours while utilizing 3 on-the-go meals and learning how to prepare 3 balanced meals per day.
Absolutely. Now, most of our new clients start with the 5-in-1 plan, but talk to the person who shared this with you, and you might look at what the 3-in-3 plan might look like, because the key is optimizing your health for your age and where you're at on your journey. One of the best things is, yes, we have a proven meal plan that is going to help you and assist you.
That's right.
But this is probably one that has played a key role, and that is creating long-term health with Dr. A's Habits of Health system. You see, it's not just about losing weight physically, but it's losing weight upstairs, huh, Tia?
Getting the mind healthy, one step at a time. First, reaching your healthy weight, and then learning the habits for the long run. Learning about proper sleep, how to reduce stress, all those aspects you're going to be learning through the Habits of Health system.
Well, for sure. And, one thing that I love, people often you might be asking yourself right now, well, what's different about Take Shape for Life? Well, I'll tell you, or some people might even say, Doug, what's different about your diet than the others? I'm like, well, we kind of pick up where diets leave off, except we want to not only help you prepare for your journey, but get you to a healthy weight quicker while feeling good, and then quickly learning the habits of health. And that's what I love about Dr. A's Habits of Health and the Living a Longer, Healthier Life companion guide. It's an application guide that, you talk about stress reduction. How does that apply to my life? Well, it's an actual workbook to work through replacing poor habits with new ones. And you're going to love this as you begin to get on the program, just like Guy, and see the difference that it makes in your healthy mind. And of course, the third aspect of the program is your free health coach of our Optimal Health community. Having a health coach, having someone who has been in your shoes that can lead you through the process, isn't it, Tia?
This is the game changer and the key component, because they are coming right alongside you to help support you and really help you achieve those goals that you have for yourself. This was a key component for Doug and I.
Absolutely. So with that said, okay, what is it then? How does the program work? Well, we've got a comprehensive program for optimal physical health. We have the scientifically proven program and products. We have the health coach to come alongside you. We have the Habits of Health system to get the mind. It really kind of ties it all together. And so speaking of tie it all together, I want to go out to our friend Tish, who, as you can already see, her life has been transformed by Take Shape for Life. Tish, are you with us?
I am, and I am so excited to share my story. I wake up every morning saying, okay, Lord, who do I get to share with today? And I found myself 2.5 years ago at a crossroads. I had done this exercise diet thing all my life, up and down, 30 pounds. I can't even know how many times. Of course, the older I got, that number grew to more than 30 pounds. But I I was just at a crossroads of, okay, I am miserable in my skin. What am I going to do? I've dieted, I've done all this stuff, and I've failed miserably because here I am again. And I just didn't know what to do with myself. I saw a friend of mine posting on Facebook, and she was sharing her health journey. And I thought, oh my goodness, what in the world could she be doing? Because I've done it all. And if I haven't done it, between me and my 2 girls, we have literally done it all, to include one of my children having gastric bypass. So I said, okay, I'm just curious. I'm going to find out what in the world she's doing. So I reached out, and she shared the program with me. I said, oh, that's wonderful. Click, and I hung up. Fighting the fear, that fear of failure and the doubt that I could do it yet once again. Although her plan sounded wonderful, I just had to spend the next couple of months fighting a battle within my own head. I'm a grandma. I'm supposed to be fat and frumpy. I'm a grandma. I'm supposed to have achy knees. I'm a grandma. It's supposed to take me 10 minutes to get up out of the floor. I'm a grandma. I'm supposed to be sitting on the sidelines watching my children, my grandchildren and my children having fun together, and me just being the cheerleader. And then the truth of the matter came when I realized I am not who I'm supposed to be. I am in a non-sick state, 70 pounds overweight, and it's just a matter of time. I was watching my friends and their health fall apart, and I just knew that the Lord was telling me, I've created you for more, and it's time to get on with this. Do you trust me? And I said, yes. And I called my friend back, and I said, let's do this. And with that, I walked to the front door, and I kicked fear out of the door and said, I am going to create my best health because I've been given this tool to do it, and I've been given a community of support to do it with me, and I will not be alone on this journey. And so about 2 years ago, as I'm approaching my 59-year mark, I decided I've got to tell the world about this program that is changing my life day by day. It is so possible, and I want everyone to know. So that's the point where I became a health coach. And oh, did the joy multiply, because then I could share what I was experiencing with everyone, and not just in conversation, which it isn't just is in conversation and relationship, but with confidence that lives can be changed through the support community that we have, the program that we have. We are meant to thrive, not just barely survive. And that's what I was doing. And oh, how my life has changed and transformed, not just my health, but my healthy body, my healthy mind. I became empowered. And as I saw these changes and felt these changes happening within my own body, the confidence grew, and I shared it with so many, and so many began their journey. And we think that it's joyful to see our health transform, but it's multiplied by, I can't even know how much, to share this with other people. And my family, my daughters, they've transformed their health and lives. They are health coaching and sharing it, spreading the joy among so many. And just to have the freedom, the financial, we talk about healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. What happened for me was I had just retired from a 30-year government job. And I knew every day that I went to that job, there had to be more, that there had to be bigger purposes, more fulfillment in my life. Thankful for that job, but it was not fulfilling. I just now feel that God has saved the best for last. The last 2 years of being a health coach, it has given me the freedom to create dreams. Thanks to one of my precious mentors. He asked me one day, what are your dreams? And I had none, because I was living in my box. My dreams are coming alive day by day. One of my dreams is the freedom to go to my son's home and visit whenever I choose, whenever my heart says it's time to go. He is a cancer survivor. He is doing well, but this mama's heart wants to be with him and his family as often as possible. That's one of the blessings I've received. I also received, just in the last 6 weeks, the privilege, honor, and freedom to go spend 6 weeks with my precious sister, who has just been diagnosed with breast cancer. And I was able to spend sweet, sweet time with her, just being, not doing, but just being, and walking with her through some initial chemo treatments. And all the time, I was able to continue to support my clients. I was able to do it wherever I am, at any time. And what a joy that I'm not locked in to a certain
Wow.
time frame.
Tish,
Thank you.
I just love this, Tia. I mean, that's what it's about. And you talk about, Tish, just living through the journey and watching even the pictures here on the screen of just watching you live life again. And since you're the one that gave away your age, 61 years old, and you are thriving. Isn't that amazing, Tia?
And awakened to live life full out. That's what's so amazing about it.
Thank you so much, Tish. Love this. So, you might be thinking, you're sitting here like Tish was just a couple of years ago saying, I don't know if I can do it. I'm frustrated. But ask yourself a question. And here's really how simple the program is. Can I eat every 3 hours? And some of you guys are like, not a problem there. Can I drink water? Water is a key habit of health.
Yeah.
Do I want the support of someone who has gone through this before? And really, do I want to be healthy? And, here's what's great. The program works when you work the program, and you can come and create health for yourself these days. And here's where most people get started, and most clients get started on the plan, because what is the optimal health system? Well, we're going to get you started with 30 days worth of food. And you'll find that the program ends up being right around $11, $12 a day. So most people end up saving money on plan. You don't pay anything extra than that. You get a free health coach that comes alongside of you. You get your program materials and Dr. A's Habits of Health. You get support calls.
Yeah.
We have a huge online community and different social groups and things like that. You get a mobile app and our technology that's always assisting you. And if you're ready to get started on your journey, this is a great time to go ahead and do that. Now, there's a couple things that happen, though. You're going to be feeling great. You're going to be seeing results. And people are going to be asking you a question. The big age-old question. How are you doing this?
Yep.
Just like, Tish and Guy alluded to. It's like, now I'm paying it forward, because you can refer your friends and your family to your health coach, and we would be happy to support them. Or you can turn around and pay it forward and begin to support one or two friends or family. I tell you, Tia, that has been so much confirmation for us when we decided to pay it forward, hasn't it?
Confirmation and accountability, and really, having when you're helping someone else walk out their health journey, it's kind of that built-in accountability system that you're going to keep moving forward. And boy, am I so glad that I chose to pay it forward and really step into health coaching.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, with that said, we're going to head out and hear from Susan, who has had an amazing trilogy transformation. Susan, are you with us?
I am. Thank you guys for asking me to share. And I love that I've been able to really pay it forward to these people on the screen. This is my family, and these are the people that matter most in my life. But I want to take you back to 6 years ago when, I had these two beautiful kids. I had a baby and a 2-year-old. And I can remember feeling like, gosh, I have this beautifully healthy children, this great gift. I've got a great job as a dental hygienist, and my husband had a great job as an engineer. And although he worked a lot of hours, he had a really high work ethic. We were doing a lot of things right. We had a very humble home, and we were barely making ends meet. I mean, not a lot of extra, but deep down, I was really unhappy. Even though from the outside, it looked like I should just have it all. And I can remember looking at my daughter, and she wasn't even 1 yet, and feeling this incredible responsibility as a woman of the responsibility I had to raise this little girl. And looking at her and feeling like she deserves a better version of me. I was really no extra time, no energy. I was 35 pounds overweight. And then watching my husband come home, and even after 60, 70-hour work weeks, he still wanted to spend time with me. And I had no extra time or energy to give him, and he deserved a better version of me and a better wife. But I think the turning point for me was really when I looked in the mirror one day and I realized that I deserved a better version of me, that I was worth it, and that I needed to make some changes for myself. And what that really looked like was really for me to just first, to take care of me. And then the Pay It Forward program initially just started with paying it forward to my own kids and my own family. And that's really rippled out from there. And so I chose a path Not a quick fix, because I needed to rewire my brain. We talked about the healthy mind. I had habits. Maybe some of them are excuses, but I like to call them habits. I was looking for something really to set out on a path with support. And so I reached out for help, and I desired to be that role model for my kids. And what that really looked like was, they were going to do what I did, not what I said, contrary to what I wanted to believe. But so it really did start with me. And what we found is that, my husband, he joined alongside me, and he got healthy and lost 40 pounds. And it's changed the way that we work within our school and our community, really talking about how we celebrate with our kids and impacting their sports teams and their celebrations at school. And we really love that impact that we're able to make on this next generation. So I've really embraced this whole modern age stay-at-home mom thing. I love it. And way I look at it is I have all the freedom and flexibility of being a stay-at-home mom. I put my kids on the school bus. I pick them up from the school bus. I'm at every field trip. Everything that's important to them is important to me, and it's a rock in my schedule. But I also have this life of meaning and purpose beyond my kids. And I think for them, they see that their mom fights for something every day, and that something's really important to their mom and dad. And I get to contribute to the family income. I get to contribute to my community and serve a lot of people. And so 3 years ago, my husband watched me having a lot of fun, and he's decided to kind of rock this stay-at-home dad thing. And I don't know if that's a thing, but we like to think that it is. And we've had so much fun being stay-at-home parents, raising our children together. Full-time health coaches as well, and bringing a lot of families alongside us and really linking arms with some great people and serving our community and our country in a way that brings us a lot of meaning and purpose, and watching a lot of people find that through the same path, if you will. So, I just hope for people, it's really just about creating a life that's important to them. And I can say today with a true, honest, fulfilled heart that I'm so happy. And it started with, yes, my health, but there was so many deeper layers that I desired, in leadership and personal growth and community and support. And so just truly honored to share my story, and excited for the people that are going to just take that next step.
Yeah, well, Susan, it definitely shines through your pictures and just your voice. And thank you so much, because I know because of that, you've impacted hundreds and maybe even thousands by now through all the things that you and Shane are doing. And that's really, what it's about. And that kind of goes to number 2 here is healthy mind. And you heard, Tish begin to talk about that. You heard Susan now talk about that, about organizing your life around what matters most to you. And, I love how Tish was talking about spending time with her sister. Yeah, and, so think about this. What is your score in your healthy mind on a scale of 1 to 10? Your relationships, your engagement at work, your fulfillment, maybe your spiritual or your quiet time, your community involvement. Are you organizing your life around what matters most to you? And see, the thing is not to bring a current reality to us to you, oh man, I'm a 2 or I'm a 3, because the truth is, we started at Take Shape for Life 6 years ago at a 2 or a 3, but it's just to constantly be working on these areas to move them forward, right?
Yeah, and I would say the hobbies and fun and that fulfillment to have fun in life. And how can we help you move from that, wherever you're at on that scale in your healthy mind, into improvement one day at a time?
Yeah, most definitely. So what does what does organizing your life around what matters most to you mean? Well, I think you heard firsthand from a few different stories of people who decided to pay it forward what that means, but it's really putting your time where you want to be and being, Tish said it so well, just being, just being where you want to be. It might be just spending more fun with a community, like you see a big picture of a bunch of health coaches earlier last year in Cancun, maybe just playing with the grandkids and focusing on improving areas of your life, because that's what Take Shape for Life is all about, of helping improve all 3 of those areas. Which leads to the third component is healthy finances and living a life of abundance. One of my most favorite things is that I see people begin to get their healthy body in order, and all of a sudden their productivity, happens to increase at their job, or living a little bit more of a life of abundance. And so think about, and that also rings true for the Pay It Forward program, of the rewards of coaching that Take Shape for Life gives out just for paying it forward to a few people. But think about that. Where are you at right now in terms of healthy finances? Or are you like me, where Tia and I were 6 years ago? You're like, healthy finances? You mean finances? There's nothing healthy about it. That's okay. You know what? As long as we want to do something about it and increase, that's really what it's about. And, unfortunately, as a country, we're not that financially healthy. It's sad to say, but 62% of people have less than $1,000 in savings to cover emergencies. 21% have no savings to cover anything.
Yeah.
Or maybe like in the middle there, 40% of people plan to work until they, let's just say, call it a life. And how sad that is, that we're thinking, and you might be thinking right now, like, Doug, you're talking about the future. I'm just trying to get through today or tomorrow, or you're like where we were just a couple of years ago. January would come, and that we were dreading that credit card statement and things like that. And those things well up within you. And if you're feeling that way, think about what could be different. And hopefully you've heard from Susan here in 1 second. You're going to hear from Jen. But how could we increase our finances? I mean, we talked about, okay, I'm thinking, I know this program works, right? And then I can see how we can learn new things to get the mind healthy, but how can we live a life of abundance that is, important to you and to us? Well, let's hear from somebody. I want to head out to San Diego and hear from Jen. Jen, are you with us?
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, Jen. Well, I know that Take Shape for Life, when you found Take Shape for Life just a couple of years ago, you weren't exactly needing a healthy body, but you had some other areas of your life that you were looking to improve. Could you share with us about that?
Yes, I would love to. Thank you so much. So actually, probably like a lot of people, I saw a friend posting things on social media, and it kept popping up in my news feed, whether it was a before and after picture or just different things popping up that were relative to health. And I liked health, and I found her post extremely intriguing, but honestly, I didn't need to lose weight. And so I wasn't sure how it would be a fit for me, but my mom did. I had a mom who was significantly overweight and a type 2 diabetic. So I actually reached out to her more on the behalf of my mom. And that's when I discovered how incredible the offer of Take Shape for Life really is, and that it was so much more than weight loss, but that it was truly just about overall health. And so the financial need is where her and I began to really talk, and I explored what Take Shape for Life could be for me, because I did have a financial need. My husband and I had come to a crossroads in our life where we had a new dream, an adventure that we wanted to embark, and we had a passion to start a brand new church downtown San Diego. We're vocational pastors, and so that did leave us, though, with a huge gap in our finances. And I had been at home with our 4 children for 10 years, but it looked like I was going to have to go back into the workplace to bring in a stream of income. And to be honest with you, I was willing to do it, but it's not what I wanted. It wasn't what I wanted for our life, because first of all, I wanted to be a partner in this new adventure with my spouse. And I also wanted to continue being an active part of my kids' life, even though that they had all gone into elementary school. I wanted to be able to be present and really create my life around what mattered most to me, and not have someone else determine that by me clocking in. And so I explored the Take Shape for Life as a business, and I explored what that would look like, and I completely resonated with the integrity of the company and the generosity of the compensation plan. And I said yes, and I'm so glad that I did. I reached back out to my friend and was like, but how do I do this? How do I get started? I don't have a weight loss story. And it was very simple. I started with my mom and the people that mattered most to me, the people close to my heart. And that's where it all began for me. And, as a pastor, I get to help people transform their lives spiritually. Take Shape for Life has been just an incredible partnership to offer people whole health and really a practical tool that can help them transform from the inside out, and not only see physical transformation, but really enable them to take an opportunity that's going to give them a healthy life for the long haul. That includes body, mind, and soul. And so I'm so excited to see how this has provided for my family, and now abundantly to where we get to make a greater splash and a greater impact in our city and actually beyond, because I'm helping people not only through my church, but I get to help people all across the country with Take Shape for Life.
Well, Jen, we love that, and we love so many things about your story, but I just think that's so cool that you never had any weight to lose, but you had a heart for people. And I know you had even shared with me in the past that, a lot of people would always be coming and asking you, how do you keep your figure? How do you look so good? And you never had anything to help them other than, well, I guess eat less and exercise, and nobody wants to hear that. But now you have this tool that says, I have a plan that will work for you, and you coach them through that. How awesome is that? Isn't that cool, T?
It's powerful, and passing it on again to this generation of kids. And I know your husband got healthy as well through this process, and your mom, and it just has rippled out from there.
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you so much, Jen. So, you guys might be, as we wrap up the call here, might be thinking, what are some coaching advantages? And here in a second, I'm going to bring on Dan, and he's going to talk a little bit about his story as we wrap up. But you heard that it really provides a lot of freedom and flexibility, and you can work from anywhere, anytime. And all you need is, a smartphone, and it's pretty nice to be able to connect with people, and a laptop. Absolutely. And you're rewarded so much for helping others. Not just, we'll talk about, yes, your Take Shape for Life does pay us pretty well as coaches, but I think it's the non-scale rewards that are just absolutely priceless. Seeing our own family, seeing the people that we love and we care about the most transform their life. And one thing that people often ask and wonder is like, so if I did become a coach, or should I say when I become a coach, there's no inventory. We're not into sales or product sales. That's not what it's about. It's about helping people. And the nice thing is you can help anyone that you care about. Hopefully you care about them, as long as they have a United States shipping address. So we have clients all throughout the country, all in all the states. And it's so fun to be able to do that, because all the clients are clients of Take Shape for Life. Take Shape for Life, sends them their orders and their meals and their books and everything. You get to do the fun part and just encourage and be there for them. And of course, there's so many benefits from running a home business like this, and of course those go on. So, okay, what would it look like? Well, this is where a lot of people actually get started as they're becoming a client, because what would helping people look like? Well, help and pay it forward to just 5 people. And Take Shape for Life pays you right around $345 a month. I mean, just think about that. I mean, when T and I first got started, how it was very important to have our girls in private school, wasn't it?
And that income right there, just supporting 5 clients, I was able to pay for our daughter to go to a private preschool in our neighborhood. So that was powerful for us.
You think about the small things and reaching out, paying it forward. It's so rewarding. And of course, if you're like, I know a lot of people that want to get healthy, and maybe you're like a physician or other people, or gym owners, or just people from where your sporting events, your kids' soccer clubs and things like that. And a lot of people want to get healthy. As you can see, you can earn significant income by helping around 25 people get healthy. And I know there are a lot of people here that are doing that. And from a bigger standpoint, some people are like myself and Tia, to where we fell in love with coaching and we wanted to do more, and we really wanted to pay it forward. And there's opportunity to make great incomes in even short amount of times. And you can see on the left there what an average office manager makes per month in America. And some of you guys might be watching this, might be saying, I'm an office manager and hey, I need a raise. Or, but you know, an integrated executive director with Take Shape Life makes around $5,000 per month. And that's just someone who's probably helping around 25 or so clients and helping 5, 7, 8, 10 or more coaches pay it forward to 3 or 4 or 5 clients as well. And you can see the average income for a monthly for an attorney. You think about what it takes to be an attorney compared to an integrated national director per month, which is just, again, someone who is helping a lot of people get healthy. And even our presidential directors, comparison there is just significant, isn't it, Tia?
Yeah, and it allows you to have the time freedom and maybe go out and do those hobbies and those things that you wanted to do as a family. And so these incomes could be, grown exponentially over time. It's all in how much time you put into it.
Yeah, it really is. And, I would encourage you, if you have questions about this, you're
Absolutely.
like, okay, that's talking my language here. Because I know for us, when I used to own a luxury furniture store in Portland, Oregon, a couple of years ago, for us to become full-time coaches, we had to be talking all of an integrated national director. But I was so thankful that my health coach sat down and explained exactly what that would look like, how I would do that, and maybe roughly how much time it would take based on how much effort I put in. And it was just so cool, so many rewards of doing that. Lastly, I want to bring on Dan to share his story, because Dan's health has been transformed this past year, as well as he had a relocation. Dan, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here, Doug.
Hey, Dan, we'll take it away.
Well, yeah, I'm just honored to be able to share. This is, about a year and a half ago, I lost about 80 pounds, and it changed everything. I as a young man in my 20s, I'm in my mid 40s now, or I should say lower 40s. But in my 20s, I was ready to take on the world. Was full of energy and passion and purpose, and was a big dreamer, and just. That's how life was. You can relate if you're in your 20s, right? Or maybe you can remember back to that time. And over the years, what happened is I noticed that all of that kind of started to go away, and I kind of started to settle into really a different kind of life. And, I convinced myself that maybe that's just what happens as you get older. I have 3 young kids. I thought maybe my kids literally sucked the life out of me, but there was something that was missing. And it wasn't until I went on this journey of optimal health, a healthy mind, healthy body, and healthy finances, that I realized it wasn't that I had been getting older. It was that I had been getting more and more unhealthy year after year. And when I flipped that and started getting healthier and healthier month after month, week after week, everything changed. And, I didn't realize what I had lost until I found it again. And I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I've got that energy back. I've got that passion back. I've got healthy finances. I've got a healthy mind. I heard somebody say once that obesity has shackles. And I didn't realize that I was walking around in shackles. And it's a weight that you carry, not just physically, but also mentally. And I carried that weight, and I feel like I'm just so grateful that I discovered this program, because I feel like somebody gave me the key to be able to unlock those shackles in my life. And, I started very early on in my journey. I realized, hey, this program works. I've tried a whole bunch of different things for 15 years. I've always meant it. I've always been motivated, but I could never, ever get to the finish line. And so I realized this is the program finally. And so I'm just grateful that I joined the Pay It Forward program, became a health coach. And I didn't realize how much I would fall in love with helping people in this area of their life. It's like I've been given a key to undo my own shackles. And it's one of our greatest joys and honors in life, my wife Megan and I, to be able to take that key and give it to other people and help them release those shackles from their own life and get that kind of freedom. If there's one statement I could make to probably sum up my life when it comes to physical, mental, financial, every area of my life, the freedom. But somebody told me once, they were looking at a picture of me, and you can see in these pictures, I would always smile in pictures, but somebody looked at me and said, wow, it looks like your eyes are smiling now. And there's a smile that comes from the inside. And I guess my challenge to you is, if you're missing that smile, if you're having to paint it on or put it on when you're in pictures or when you're around people, and I did that for years. Rediscover that smile that's on the inside. Let people see that smile from your eyes. And quite honestly, a lot of it has to do with health. So thanks for the honor of being on. I'm grateful for Take Shape for Life. It just changed everything, Doug.
Well, Dan, it's very evident that it did. And I'm so glad that you did decide to pay it forward, because of what you and Megan are doing, you're impacting many lives. And so as we wrap up here, you might be saying, well, okay, I think I maybe want to pay it forward too, like everyone else is, it seems like. Well, we give you the support and the training and the mentorship on how to coach,
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you're rewarded for your efforts. You talk to a few people might get healthy. You talk to a lot of people might get healthy. And of course, all the tools and the materials are provided for you. And of course, you just get to be a part of the community that helps transform life. I will say it's a one-time investment of $200 to become a coach. And that gives you everything that you might need to support your clients and begin the pay it forward process. And then, of course, you can help transform the lives around you. So with that said, Tia, we just want to challenge everyone to make 2016 their best, right?
That's right. And join and jump into this optimal health community. And we want to help you really thrive and become the best version of yourself in this coming year.
Absolutely. So just like Dan said, challenge you to reach out to the person who invited you here and just get started today. You'll be so glad you did. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.